what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule channel. And, well, before we get on with the rest of the video, I just want to apologize. I haven't made a video in like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks already. Just been so busy around the house, home ownership will do that to you. It took me 3 days to paint the shutters and doing some landscaping. I finally got back to the bench today and I said, I'm going to finish this thing, man, if it kills me. This thing's been staring at me for a month already. So, remember this guy's over here, this 61 F-85? Yeah, we finally got her done. And remember, I purchased this as a glue bomb at a show about a year ago. And yeah, it was a challenge, but hey, I love doing these glue bombs, man, because, you just make it your own, So let's see what we got here. Let's, whoops, let's get her out of the way. Let's slide this guy over here and just give her a quick spin around over here and show you what we did. And check out the previous video. You can see some of the modifications I had to do. So let's start out with the paint. Now the paint, this is the first time I'm using this color shift paint. This is what we started with over here. We got this pink flash and we got the plum flash, all right? So that worked out pretty well. I'm very happy the way that came out. And it's supposed to be color shifted. I guess, the way the light hits it, I guess you'll see it'll shift colors a little bit. But I love the way it laid down, and then once we clear coated it, it came out really nice, I think. And it took me a while to strip this thing, man. That paint that someone used, I don't know what that was, man. It must have been some hard-ass enamel. It took me 2 weeks. I sat this thing in stripper, but then I saw somebody use Super Clean, and I said, let me try Super Clean. I threw this sucker in there, and about maybe 3 hours, 90% of the paint came off, And then it took me another day to get all that residual stuff out of the corners and nooks and crannies, But once it's cleaned up, hit it with some white primer, and then we put this color shift on there. And I tell you, I really like these colors, man. I'm really digging this, man. So that's that. And then the wheels and tires, I dug these out of my parts box because these are very, very, narrow wheel openings. So I had to use a small tire to fit in there. And I found these Firestone white ovals, right? It was the only thing that would fit inside the wheel well and take up most of that space in there. It was better than the stock. I couldn't use the stock ones. I had to trash them. I don't know who built this before me, but there was 4 different size tires on this thing. So we scrapped that. And I found these, I think they're called turbine wheels. And I wasn't liking it at first, but once I highlighted some of those inner ribs over there with my chrome pen, I think it's starting to grow on me now. Yeah, I couldn't find any. You believe all the tires and wheels I have, right, in my parts box, nothing would fit in here. So, and then I had to modify the chassis too to get these things to fit, in there, and lower too. It's lowered as low as it could go. So yeah, those are the wheels and tires. And also we had an issue over here. I made this hood scoop. I don't know if you've seen in my previous video. I scratch built that, but this is a totally different setup, guys, and I'll show you in a minute. Let me take this off over here, because when I went to go put the hood on, it wouldn't fit. So I figured, uh-oh, I'm going to have to put a hole in the hood. And I tell you, it took a lot of nerve because this thing was already painted and clear coated. So I figured, well, if it's going to stick out of the hood, I might as well put a tunnel ram on there. And thanks to my good buddy over here, Frankie over there at Frizzo's Model Works, he 3D printed some stuff for me. And actually, in that parts box that he gave me, parts package, he had a tunnel ram and these cool looking carburetors in there too. So I figured, like I said, if it's going to be sticking out of the hood, it might as well be something good. So yeah, we did that. We wired it up, and yeah, We scratch built that little steering pump over there, and I had an XL super coil as well. So now the hood fits on like it's supposed to. Thank God I didn't scratch anything. So now that fits on there just like that. So happy with that. And what else we got here? Oh, the headers. I didn't have any headers in my box. The only thing I found were these headers. I think they came off of, someone mentioned that they came off a, I think it was a 55 Nomad gasser. And I figured, hey, what the hell, you know? They fit in there like that, like so. And they exit right out the sides, right behind the wheels over there. So with plenty of clearance too. So I think they look pretty cool sitting there. And the tail lights, actually the original tail lights that came with this kit, they just crumbled, man, when I tried to separate them. So they were trashed. And what I did was I found these little red tail lights in my parts box. We glued them into place, and then I chromed the edge around the tail light with my 1mm chrome pen. And then we highlighted the script work as well. And I mean, I got to put a license plate back there. So now the bumpers, actually the bumpers, oh, you see I cracked it over there. I'm going to have to repair that. The bumpers were hit. I de-chromed them, and I don't have any chrome paint. Everyone brags about that Revell chrome paint. I got to pick up some of that because, you know, they're all, you know, have high praises for that Revell stuff. So I might pick up some of that. But I shot it with silver, and then I hit it with the same color as the bottom portion over here. That was that purple flash. And it's a nice contrast to the rest of the car, you know. Instead of having chrome there, we got those painted bumpers. So, yeah, not bad. And then all the glass was cleaned up the best I could. A lot of scratches in it. Once I polished it out, I dipped it in some Pledge Clear, and that's where we stand with the windshield there. Then the interior, I made that panel back there I showed you in my previous video. It's nothing spectacular there. We got a B&M shifter on the floor there, and the steering wheel is that came out of the parts box because the original steering wheel cracked right in half, so I couldn't use that. Plastic was very brittle on this thing, so yeah. Let me see if I can flip this over. I didn't glue this down. As you can see, there's the side pipe, not side pipes, the headers, headers dummy. Yeah, so they fit in there pretty well, and just everything's just basically hit with metallic gray. So yeah, there she is. 61. Well, let me center her back up over here. 61 F-85, F-85, and that's no jive. From glue bomb to glory. All right, guys. I'm going to put you back in the stand over here. That's all I got for you today, guys. And remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.